It has been a while. Things have happened. Stuff has occurred. And we are over here in Mistport. Yeah, it's 1.15 now. Look, it says 1.15.2 right there in the top left corner. Isn't that amazing? Last time this server updated was back in 1.12 when it changed over to 1.13. It has been a while. It has been a couple of years, I think. We also have delves. Those are a thing. Those were added a couple of months back now. But this is the first time I have streamed since then. I do have the thingamies somewhere. The stuff, things, the doodahs. Whatever it was. It was a Region 1 thing, wasn't it? It was whatever I got from the leggings that I got from White Wool. I have that. There's also like 10 more of them. Oh well. What is the plan? What is the plan? What is the plan? I am not entirely sure. I think my plan is to just grab a random bounty, do that. We're going to try out some of the class changes to Scout along with the new crossbows, because those are pretty cool. Some changes to the tridents as well. But I am mostly interested in the crossbows. So we're going to try all of that with the bounty, and then we also have a bunch of quests to do, which we'll probably get to after I've warmed up with whatever this happens to be. Zimdy humbity da da da. Chard. That's one of the difficult ones, isn't it? I believe that's one of the difficult ones. It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be somewhere out in this direction. Probably, possibly, either, well, just need to follow the green sparkly things, really. Yeah! First mob killed in Monumenta 1.15. Yeah! Second mob killed. I think they did remove... No, they didn't remove volley, did they? Now we have volley. Which is strange, because now we have both the volley and multi-shot. I don't think there are actually any items that exist with multi-shot yet, but multi-shot is definitely an enchantment that exists. So that is somewhat strange. What is the best way to get down there? They did merge a couple of abilities together, though. What's the best way down? Probably just jump here. Disengage and whatever the forward-going one was. They both got merged together. So you now get both at once without having to invest skill points in each of them. So I think they're also both slightly worse to compensate for that. And instead we have Reflex, I believe is the name of the new one. Where I get slightly boosted melee damage for every mob within 8 blocks of me, to up to a maximum of 10, I believe is the exact numbers. So that makes melee a little bit more better for scouts. It wasn't rubbish as it was by any extent, but now it's even better. Where am I going? Compass, where are you taking me? Well, according to this, we're still going the right way. Oh, here we are. This wasn't the POI I was thinking it was at all. I'm confusing chard and charm. The resource pack is very broken. We're using Data's new one, but it doesn't have most of the Region 2 items textured yet. It has most of the Region 1 ones. It has more tiered Region 2 than rares, surprisingly. All the armor's a bit better because you can actually dye it in various colours now and it will have an impact. Personally, I think I prefer the old textures, but I've had 0 time to get used to the new ones, so I'll probably change my mind at some point. Once I've actually had the new ones for a little bit. Whoop. Spider. I don't have a sword. There we go. What's in the box? Nothing good. Alright, large structure over there, smaller structure over here. Let's go for this one. You know, I'm not too sure I've ever done this POI before. So I think there are definitely going to need to be some balance tweaks with these crossbows, because at the moment they've just changed some of the regular bows and made them into crossbows. Which kind of works. It isn't great. I think this is technically nerfed because of the wind-up time. It does about the same amount of damage. And you can fire it instantly, but the wind-up time is like 1.5 times as long or whatever, so... I think overall it is slightly worse. I'd like to see some crossbows that actually have the crossbow enchant, piercing, multi-shot. Maybe someday. Maybe if I actually redeem all the Patreon money I'm getting for an item, we'll have a crossbow that actually does crossbowy things. That would be nice. Because I'm probably going to ask for a crossbow of some kind. Tier 2. Okay, we've been through that building, we've been up there. I think mostly it's just this large place to go then. Gotcha! Gotcha! Torches, torches, torches! Actually, I'm not too sure whether this crossbow is a nerf or a buff. Because the ability to fire it off instantly is pretty great. Also, that is a cool extra glint on that Thunder Edge. Or Thunder East Talk, or whatever it is. It's a cool thing, basically. Hello people in the chat, by the way. There's a Ver, there's a Cottage Cheese, there's a Chrome earlier criticising the fact I used the wrong spelling of then in my thumbnail. I even wondered, have I spelt then correctly? And I still chose the wrong spelling. Oh, I don't think that shield looks quite right. You just have a pitch black shield. seems a little bit off. Stun works, though. The Thane, indeed. There's nothing up here, just a spawner. Oop. So yes, I do have some fancy new things since last time. We have this, which is a purple rare. Which is pretty nice. It works quite well with Scout, I think. Still got the good old Riptide. What's this area? I don't remember ever seeing this here before. Kind of portside town-ish? There's a name tag up there. It's probably the name of the area. Maybe? Maybe, possibly, probably, maybe, perhaps. Yeah, Oasis Town. That definitely did exist, but I'm not sure that dock area by the side of it was ever there before. Well, this bridge, come to think of it. How long has this bridge been here? I don't remember this bridge either. I'm fairly certain this bridge wasn't here, because I know that that was there. And I'm fairly certain this bridge wasn't a thing when that was there. This bridge has always been here. Alright, well, we have our bounty, which turned out to be incredibly easy. It's probably... I don't know if that was a 1 or 2 difficulty POI, but it definitely wasn't a 3 or a 4, so not too much trouble there. I wonder if there's some new trading ships as well. There might be. I'm not sure I recognise that ship design. I think that's a new one. No, that was a tier 2, I think. Alright. Shulker. Currency me. Alright, what is on here? Yeah, you are definitely unfamiliar. Probably, maybe. Well, this guy doesn't want to talk to me. Oh yeah. Oh, I think that was definitely a thing before, that item. Maybe I am merely mistaken then. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty not terrible. You definitely recognise this ship. Because I built it. I think I recognise this one as well. Ship with overly large sail. Alright, well. That's the bounty done. We have one new quest that was added with this update, and we've also got several which I never cleaned up properly from before, including that one annoying puzzle that I still have no idea how to do. With the combination locks. We'll leave that for later. It's 1.15, we want to experiment with all the new combat stuff, not faff around fiddling with combination locks for 2 hours. The glass, Intel, aren't there King's Valley group? Yes, I vaguely remember you from Region 1. Well, your group at least. I've prepared a teleport there, just let me finish this copper first. Well, are you British? Hello? Well, yes, sure. Ah. Very prismarine. This section is best experienced solo. Well, I'll do that then. Well, this room is full of bats. Oh, there are people here who are talking to me. This is a very large table. I already decided to sit in this seat before you even told me to sit in this seat. Emergency escape button. Yeah, so it is definitely this chair. Right click, left click, disassemble the chair, reassemble the chair. Attempt to interact with table. Attempt to interact with cup, pickle. Well, this is fun. I think something probably broke. Let's try it again. And if not, I will probably assume that 1.15 has broken something. Because that seems like a very distinct possibility. Act presentable and stay put. Oh. I'm in my chair. Both in-game and not. Well, this is fun. I am going to assume that this is probably broken because of 1.15. Hey, we found a bug. Unless I need to stand on top of the chair. I can certainly do that as well. I can jump up and down in the chair, I can crouch in the chair. I can run back and forth along the table and all the plates. No. Pretty sure 1.15 has broken it. Well, let's try something else then. I'll report that later. Or somebody will watch the footage and see it probably at some point. What else have we got? That's the only one in this town. But we have some others elsewhere. Said the villager. Well, if it worked earlier, I do not know why it doesn't work now. Let's try the other entrance. Not that I expect that will depend on anything. Maybe if I don't go to the chair before they actually tell me to go to the chair, that will for some reason make some kind of difference. I can jump up and down on top of the fireplace instead. Squeak. Fun and engaging gameplay. Let's just do something else. What else have we got? What was the new thing that was added? There was a new thing. Fairly sure that wasn't the new thing. There's the new thing that requires this thing. Well, I mean, I can sit in literally every single chair. I'll just sit in all the chairs then. The one across from Octavius, so says the text. No, that isn't Octavius, is it? That's, celery hee. Well, maybe I just can't read, then. I just can't read. Something, greatest thing I learned was how to read. Something. Help yourself to some tea. He's a spy. Why am I here? Wanted to meet with the new leader of Mistport and ensure business agreements will continue moving forward. Appointment very busy. Set up meeting myself. Octavius is being Octavius. Octavius is trying to kill me. Hello in the chat, by the way, more people. Zero, Spear, Help, Jasugan, I've forgotten how to pronounce your name. Octavius just died. Octavius just didn't die, apparently, but he was definitely poisoned by his tea. Who are you again? Papers, please. Scheduled a meeting between me and the diplomats of Jillwind and Ishnir. Thank me for spying your city's relations with the kingdoms by spying on them for me. Blackmail. Lovely. Why would I do your dirty work for you? Because I want to keep Mistport in one piece. Ah, yes. Diplomats are on their way. Advise getting ready to meet them. Get city in order. So basically, I have to make the pirates less piratey by the time the diplomats get here. Is that about it? That seems like it's probably about it. Too charismatic to be a spy? Communication device. Detect and listen into conversations. Sure. Here is the device. Aha! I guess it being a conch shell makes sense. You can hear things in them. See, mostly. Right-click while holding for options. Get back to Mistport, talk to the person that brought me here. Are you ready to go? Have you any tips for spying? No. Try not being caught. Well, thank you for your extremely helpful advice, I am sure. So I can scan. There's a user manual. Oh boy. Thank you for the purchase of your Spymast 9001. Device is listening to the environment for key hints that it believes relate to your current target. It's attuned for. Conversations relevant words will be highlighted in world optimal locations for spying will be marked with a purple aura. Fair enough. Alright, I'm just wandering around the place and not actually talking to the person I have to talk to. What else can I do? I can scan. I can not spy on these two, apparently. Probably not a good idea to spy on the people who know that I have this anyway, but whatever. What am I being bothered with now? Any advice? Kidnapping and torturing their family in front of them tends to work. Well, probably, but I don't really want to resort to that. Well, I suppose that works. Hello. The Duchess is going to kill me. We have to get the city ready. Speak to Captain Indigo. I can also scan again. I guess unless he decides to start talking to himself, that isn't going to be much use anyway. Okay. Where is Indigo? I think maybe possibly over here. Indeed. Hooray, I actually remembered something. We have a situation. Diplomats from the two kingdoms are on their way. We have no food, decorations, or housing. The Duchess invited them. Take care of it. Sure, I'm ready. The diplomats should be here shortly. Huh, it's gone dark. It's night time. Hello, diplomats. ... Ellipsis. Reports. Still to deal with the paperwork from the latest incident. Greetings, Captain Dash Numbers. The Queen sends her regards, as does the Pharaoh. I must say, you've really exceeded our expectations. The best Xeno ever did was send us invitations to walk the plank. And speaking of the plank, thank you, Torren, for moving your ship out to sea so we could dock. I don't know why we needed such a large vessel. Likely an attempt at showering your country's powers, if either of us care about such things. As much as we would like to stay and chat, we both need to check in with our advisors. We will speak soon. Hey, Vargo. Captain Me. How are you? Teleporting people in for the past 3 hours took a bit out of me. It probably did. Thank you for your help. How does the city look? Surrounded by a black void, that's how. And mostly missing. Oh well, you can't have everything. Look at these nice stalls! Do you need something? Welcome to Mistport. Horror stories? About a pirate town? Impossible. Are you enjoying the party? The hors d'oeuvres. The hors d'oeuvres. I don't remember ordering any hors d'oeuvres. Elton. I was hoping there would be rare fish, but these are very clearly only uncommon ones. Boo-hoo! Didn't you nearly die the last time you ate a raw and unique fish? Sunken salmon. There's a crop master who I can't talk to. There's a repairman. Bit tired fixing everything the pirates broke. Bartender. Oh, he does actually bartend. That's some good attention to detail. So far, so good. Very important, yes. A coat that you, for some reason, brought to the tropics. Pirate game for a profit. Well, that's probably why most people are. And he isn't enjoying the party either. Have you seen where the guests went? And Ishni, Navigator, went outside with some of the crew, and Izzy did. Tiffy didn't want to go to the party. I guess I need to go back out here and speak to you then. Or jump up and down. I stand by my country and the decisions it's made so far. I prefer a peaceful outcome, and hopefully you can help us make that a reality. That would be good, yes. What were you talking about? Gossip and rumours. Grog. And bats. These guys seem to be talking about the Ishneer diplomat, but I can't hear them clearly. If you really wanted to listen to them for some reason, you could probably find a communication device to do so. The balcony of that house from over there, the ones the chefs are in. Up there, then. Oh, Claudia's here again. Oh, look. It's our old friend, the fellow lad. I've forgotten the word for it. It'll come to me later. Hopefully people aren't on the menu this time. Zeph would not approve if they were. But yes, there probably are some. Excellent. Well. Love. Well, perhaps. So, I stand up here, I scan with this here. Now get this, you've all seen how friendly the boss is with the Chillwind diplomat. The two have been friends for years, I tell you. At least that's what I heard from one of my sources. Return to Indico. I did seem rather chummy coming off the boat, yes, I had noticed. This is very true. Did you happen to see any other groups? Some Chillwind crew going eastward towards the docks. And Vargo. Back out in this direction, then. Yep, this is east. Hello again. I do like how all the villagers have different skins now. 1.15, lovely. They look more distinct from each other than they always used to. Captain Me, have you seen the Chillwind crew? One of the crew members had seemingly gotten land sick. Well, alright then. Not too much in any of these rooms. I don't know why this... For some reason the interior of this little bit of ship in particular, and listening to people, gave me a really solid flashback of the Oberdin there. Great game. This again. Diplomat saw me and some glowy thing came out of his hands and I started feeling a bit better. It was magic, I tell you. Our own diplomat was using magic. You must be seeing things. I was there with you and I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. Perhaps your land sickness made you hallucinate. You're probably... right. I'll probably forget all about it when I'm feeling better. He isn't that type of person. Back to Indigo again. But before that, it is dark and I require light. It is now light. Amazing. Thank you for the information. Nice of you to go check on them. Most leaders wouldn't have bothered. Yes, well. I'm also being a spy. Yes, well, unlikely. Have you seen a third group? The Ishneer advisor has been upstairs, though good luck getting out there without making a ruckus. 11 was supposed to be outside, so I'm guessing this guard will, yeah, not let me past. Seems reasonable. Why have you, you've fallen off the vines, haven't you? Fell off the building. Couldn't trim back the vines before the party started. You could use them to climb up. I think I'm going to rest here a bit longer. This is fine. How far up do we need to go in order to actually get in? Probably only this far, really. Yep. Well, they can clearly see me through the window, but never mind. I must say the Frostgate monarchy is more hypocritical than I'd ever have imagined. They tout being able to do everything they have by the sheer will of their people, yet they've been using magic acquired from defectors to the scepter. And now I'm in a room. I did not expect to have to meet again under these circumstances, but your obvious and overt spying sort of forced our hand. Yes, I just mentioned I was stood clearly outside of the glass window. I don't know what I thought was going to happen, really. This was expected. I could see the distress in your eyes, and the entire affair reeks of the... That is not the Empress, that is Emmeline. Emmeline's handiwork, although the party was pretty well executed for the time you likely had. I don't want you breaking things within my mind, so I would like to ask you to stay still. She can't hear anything we say as long as we're talking to each other like this. I guess this is a mind palace, then, or something weird, collective, unconscious, blah-de-blah-de-blah. Have a request. We have a request. We cannot ask blood to be spilt, but for the good of the Isles, we ask that by some means Emmeline is dealt with. She jeopardizes the stability of the region with every breath she takes. One way or another, she needs to be stopped. Why me? You are the captain of Mistport. You are one of the easiest ways for her to spread her influence around. If you act like this talk never happened, she will surely contact you again. Eventually, she may even drop her guard. Wilhelm's focus is waning fast. Thankfully, it lasted long enough. Soon the link will break, the party will come to an end, we'll turn to our own countries. Shed a portion of probable curiosity. We've been friends since childhood. The Isles can facilitate friendship with you across the vastness of the ocean. And breathe. Hello. It was better than expected. Yes, thank you for your help. Hey look, the stars are back. Hello, old chap. Yes, you're definitely British. Should have the information she requested. Here's the communicator back. Jolly good show. Yes, you're certainly British. I have a lot to answer for. Indeed I do, old chap. But so do you. Don't know what accent you mean. Anyway, here's a reward. The Duchess doesn't pay easily, and the orb is worth more than your positions put together. Besides, the advice for the guy on the other side is priceless. I take this too, it's not like I need it anyway. Well, we got the thing permanently then. Which we can still use. Apparently. Can still scan. Maybe it'll be useful for something or other later then. And we have... That isn't a terrible shield. 15% speed and attack speed and evasion too. That isn't a terrible shield at all, actually. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. Well, that was less of a combat-focused quest and more of just an exposition dump, but never mind. Alright, so the thing unlocked by this thing is... I think I sided with Ishnir during the Foreign Soldier. So it should be Torren in Rakiri. Which is this way. You are push-up man. You are helloing on roof man. Wherever's quest man. Fancy new textures. Fancy new textures. They're all quite similar though, really, aren't they? I'm not sure what those two are so excited about, but they're very excited about something. 1.15 maybe. Yep. New quest is definitely here somewhere. You're the tea leaf trader. Oh, I changed hyper experience texture as well. Business is still bad. I also kind of want to find some rangers, just to see if they have any crossbows for sale. Any new crossbows? There's Torren. Oh, hey. Were you supposed to be in that bed? Screen capture. 1.15. Hop. Yeah, they're very excited about defending their town. That's fine. I do like to see a little bit of enthusiasm. Alright. No rangers around, though. I guess let's just talk to this guy. Or not this guy, the other guy. I found him a second ago. Here he is. That's the person I was wanting to see. Good to see you again after the mess of a party, which finished like half an hour ago, but never mind. Contact with Izzy. Poof! And in a puff of smoke he appears. Discussing the topic of the war, it seems our alliance with Ishnir is finally bearing some fruitful advantages. The Great Congress. Now that doesn't sound familiar. Place of peace, a humble structure, positioned dead center in the middle of the Isles, established as a sign of goodwill between the nations, and together they strive for prosperity. It didn't work out. There was an accident, there was an explosion, and there's now a huge crater there. Excellent. How does this relate to our search? Two nations blame each other for the incident, and that sparked the conflict. But it could have been this other Kelder person who instigated the explosion. What do you think? It's a long shot, but it's a reasonable conclusion, and it's probably worth investigating. I'll investigate. It's just north of the Bastion. Considering I have a Riptide Trident, it shouldn't take me too long to reach it. Hup! Provided I can actually Riptide properly. Oh, here we go across the deep blue sea, da-ba-dee-da-da-ba-dee-dee. This looks very cratery. Ah yes, this definitely was not here the last time I looked. This definitely was not here when Region 2 was released. This definitely is somewhat new. Hup! There's lots of natural mobs down here. That looks dangerous. Hello. This is the Congress. The Congress burns. The Congress is gone, destroyed in an instant. Magic itself is still buzzing. This place is not safe. The spirit of corporation is dead. Something something there is war. That's a lot more on fire than I was expecting. How do we get in? The giant hole, of course. This war has been going on for several years at least. Not sure why the place is still on fire, but never mind. Huh. An interesting mural. It's like a combination of the two countries' emblems, I think. Free charcoal. Interesting place. Hello. Kind of spooky. Hello? And shoot. And dodge the charge attack. Reload. I'm just gonna sit over here for a second and heal. Whoops. Or not. Come back into this nice, big, large room over here, please. Also, yes, quick draw got piercing 1 now, which is interesting, and I like it. The assassin is dead. Volley also got nerfed slightly in that it can't hit the same mob several times over. That was unexpected. Let me actually read what the assassin said. So the rumours of a survivor are true. I see. I knew you'd come back here, though I never imagined there would be 2 of you. Regardless, there's an order on your head, so it's time you say goodnight. Yes, he did. I just read that text. This guy definitely didn't come in the same way we did, so there must be a passageway he used to come and leave. Do you think he got out that way? Let's find that way out and think about it on the way. Looks like he came from the room over there. Over there. Well, it's definitely not over here. So it must be over there. It's just a war. It's the best block. I found it. The best block in the game. Scaffolding. Spawn a placeholder. Yeah. Well, this just does a little loop, doesn't it? I guess it must be... Oh, yes. Crouch. And we've come up through a random trapdoor in the middle of Vishnu. Chillwind. One of them. The other one. There's Frostgate over there. This must be the Chillwind's pathway to getting to the Congress when it was still active. What should we do now? If a survivor does exist and they use this passage to help escape the wreckage, they would have sought help in Frostgate. How will we find them? No idea. Probably need to talk to someone in the government, likely an advisor to the Queen. Well, I'm glad you can see Frostgate, because frankly, it's outside of my render distance. But yes, indeedy, here it is. Also, probably want to not follow these sparkly things too closely. Because we do need to get past this wall. So, we kind of need to head for the doorway first. are the rangers in this town? Out of curiosity, of crossbows. Crossbow curiosity. There's a weaponsmith. Weaponsmith, weaponsmith. There's the hotel. This town is far too big. You alone cannot. Stay away from magic. Report those who don't. Magic, magic, magic. Dog. I thought it should be more over in this direction. This direction is where the queen is. The mystery box. For 8 pulsating emeralds? Maybe some other time. So you actually have to speak to. Pfft. No. Beautiful day in the tundra, is it not? The Congress. Tread your tongue lightly, ally of Ishneer. We do not talk about that subject with ease, especially those who do not have the subject of the chill wind in mind. Survivors. There were no survivors. Why are you hidden behind a shrub? Da-dun. Da-dun. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Jaws theme intensifies. I will leave you now out of total shame. La-di-da-di. Oh. Apparently I just teleported out. That's probably not a good thing to do in a town where they hate magic. What were you doing? SKP, that one place in between the nations. Seems like the survivor we're looking for. My thoughts exactly. Spy into Whispervale to snuff them out. An energy detector. Now we have the detector and the knowledge of where to go. Let's go. I have a thing which looks identical to the Spy Master. But apparently it's an energy detector. To Whispervale. Hello. Also hello. Cosmog Brachyius. Where are we going? Whispervale. Use energy detector. Northeast. Northeast. Oh, it does actually fire out a little beam of light as well. Still northeast. Still northeast. Still northeast. Escaped Whispervale. Southwest. That's where it just came from. Hello. So it is generally... Well, now it's going back in the other direction. I think it wanted me to actually walk in through the gate rather than use the teleporter. That would kind of make sense. Yeah, they want me to hit certain checkpoints on my way through. Okay. I'm back this way again. Just spam the chat. Not them. East, northeast. East by northwest. Should be somewhere directly near this tree, apparently. It's this lamp. Clearly. Maybe not. Is this a loaf of bread? Maybe not. Well, it's clearly something somewhere. Very, very close to here. But I see nothing. It's literally everyone, of course. How did I not see it sooner? And I probably lost all the explanation text in amongst southeasts and northwests. So who knows where I'm going or what I'm doing. But the thingamybobby is pointing right there. I mean, I can do this. Just crawl on the ground by the lamp. I can do that. Where am I supposed to go? I am lost, with no hope of salvation. What's the deal with this tree? It's a tree. You can climb on your magical wand-making tree. It's this dog! It's not this dog. All I've succeeded in doing is angering dogs. Send help. Woo! Is there like a hidden button or something I'm supposed to be finding? I have no idea what to do. There's nothing behind here. Casino man, help. Save me from these dogs. I don't particularly want to kill off the dogs. Hum-de-dum-de-hum-de-hoo-de-hee. Sorry. East, west, 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 east. South. North. It's literally this block right here. This is supposed to be underground. I don't think there's any cave that goes directly beneath here. I mean, there's this. Which who knows what that is. There's like some sections underneath the Academy of Magic over there. I don't think they would extend this far down. I guess it's worth a try though. There's not a whole lot up on the surface. Oh yes, those two. Was it you I actually need to talk to? No, it wasn't. Let me investigate this, by the way. No, you do not have any crossbows. You merely have your old, point blank. Let's run around here for a bit then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this doesn't extend that far downwards. But it does go downwards. Yeah, it's way off in that direction still. Not down here. Hop. I can parkour onto the roofs. I can be on top of this tree. It's supposed to be right here. There's nothing in this house apart from this guy. It's not what I wanted to get. I wanted the thingamy. It would be weird if I did have to use the thingamy, seeing as the game was giving me no indication to use the thingamy, but I'm gonna get out the thingamy since we just got the thingamy. There's a lot of shiny particles. It is most definitely, probably, certainly not the thingamy. Oh wow, it was worth a shot. Does anybody have any idea where it is that I'm supposed to be going from the chat? Because I have no idea, and I am running out of patience. Meaning I may have to just go and find something else to do. Because I am not seeing what I am supposed to be doing. We've been in there. I'm clearly missing something, or it's below ground, but I have no idea how to get below ground right there. I can't think of any tunnels nearby which would lead to that position below ground. Frantic clicking. Clicking intensifies. Casino. It's a casino. Well, that was dumb. I wouldn't have ever guessed it was supposed to be in there. I didn't think the casino even went that far back, for some reason. Bleh. How do I get in there? I think I have gotten in here before. I don't remember how. Oh. Just like so. This is here, Soulforge. Well, hello? I do not have the money to afford an offering of blessed wisp oil, nor the strength to scavenge it from old Frostgate, but I am in desperate need of your services. I must escape my life. I beg you to give me a new one. Blah 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 blah. Sure. There's somebody inside. Blessed wisp oil. Old Frostgate. The location of Frostgate many decades back, just south of here. The cliffside ruins. I believe I have been there before. Probably. Following the compass, the compass, the compass, and following the compass wherever it may go. Cliffside ruins. Not that. Okay, I guess I just have to hunt around the place then. It's a lot of mobs. Yep. That's a lot of knockback. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of me not having the thingy on my hotbar. Oops. And you were dead, and you were dead. And you were broken. That's a phantom. That's a phantom stuck in a block. Break it. Break it. Kill it. Tier 3. Potion. It's an unusual arrow texture. I guess it makes sense. Let's just use the potion. Maybe this large building? Don't particularly want to kill off the silverfish, because it'll just make more of them appear. Alright. Some things. Some stuff. Frost aura. Frost and weakness aura. Quick fired and missed. I don't think these phantoms are going to be particularly effective. They're just going to be stuck on the roof, I think, most of the time. Carpet spawner. Ah, here we go. Right. And now we go back again. Yeah. I thought that probably wouldn't update. We just take it back to the guy, probably. Presumably. Oh, Creeper Castle. I've never done this POI. All I know is it has creepers in it. Running, now we're running. running through this little quaint town. I'm going to be approaching this town from a strange angle. We be going up the mountain when she comes. We be going up the mountain when she comes. We be going up this mountain. Going down this mountain. Going round this mountain when she comes. We're in a very out-of-the-way location up here. Up. Doobery doobery doo, doobery doo, doo 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 doo. I think I've gone too far. Definitely gone too far. This way. Here is an oil. I guess I just drop it in then. Maybe, possibly. Oh, we'll right click with it. I'm looking for someone who may have talked to you. Exposition. What a tragic existence this person has held. I do believe I know the one of whom you speak, but it's against my morals to reveal the identity of 106 in your life. Passion for righting the wrongs of man. If you properly choose the path of the one you'd long to find, then I shall light the path towards them. That is many faces. What do you wish me to do? Speak with faces. Alright. Okay, this is probably some kind of a puzzle then, if the bats would stop squeaking at me. Okay, so... possibly this one, I think, best matches. The, from sea to snow. That one. Yep. Attuned detector. Alright. Well, hello there. Spirit who changes faces, the survivor was definitely here. The detector updated to find them. Let's go and find them then. Northwest. That away. I pointed. You couldn't see it, but I did. Northwest, southwest, or directly west then. Probably up in yon Magic Academy somewhere. Wolf. Further west. Further west. Hello. You're a survivor from the Congress. Don't turn me into the government, I just want to live out in peace here. And now I am before these two again. Where am I? Who are you people? Forgive me for suddenly ripping your consciousness into this connected space, but it is one of the few places we can speak in absolute privacy. Has he caught me up on everything? Torrent, diplomat from Ishneer. Wilhelm, counterpart from Chillwind. I am me, of course. Izzy is Izzy. We're not going to turn you into the government. You're the rumored survivor of the incident from the Congress. What occurred on that day, and why is the government so silencing you? Because a war benefits someone deeper than the government. There is a man, someone from outside the Isles. He was planted within the Chillwind government, and keeping the nations distracted with each other is the perfect cover. This is it. But we don't know who the supplanted agent is. I am lucky to have survived with that information alone. The incident at the Congress was a true accident. The explosion that occurred was a miscalculation with a magical test. There was no fault to blame, but when I returned to Chillwind, the nations had already turned the blame towards each other. The agent within the government, he could not have any survivors if the rules was to stay up, and so my execution was ordered of all the major herders. I am friends with a single one, and to my luck he was the first to catch up with me. I played with him that I needed time to prove the government wrong, and he turned a blind eye to me, leading the others in the first direction, allowing for my escape, and to get to Whisper, but I still was not safe. There's one under the power of no other faces, and I used that blessing to disguise myself among the people here. I see. Wilhelm, if you could agree, I'd like to call it Fellowship Apprentice. Appearance with a license. I see no issue with that. If the Chillwind government cannot be trusted in this case, then we must return to Ishneer. Thank you, my friend. Me, Izzy, please make your way to the Palace of Alnira. I will set up an emergency meeting at once with the information that you have. I have sure to respond without hesitation. I close my own phone with back of Lisbeth. And breathe. Well, to Alnira it is then. Head to the Alnira Palace. There it is. He actually made the water drop, even though it was pointless to do so. Hey, it's Ty. Hello, Ty. Well, here we are, then. Here we are, then. Under request from the diplomat Torrent, we present Her Majesty, Blood of Sara, Goddess of the Sun, Fairer than Northern Sands, Nashakar. Your Highness, we humbly thank you for the importance of your urgent request for a meeting. Torrent, I've been told you requested this meeting. It was derived from the Congress. Could this truly be correct? Yes, Your Majesty, this is a license. You're hiding out the run from the Chillwind government was hiding out in Whispervale. He claimed the incident at the Congress was not the fault of the Chillwind of the Stab, but we're accident. A bold claim indeed, Mr. Lyson. Is what Torrent speaks the truth? Yes, Your Highness, it is the truth. In one section of the lab there was an experiment on clippings from the fabled Tree of Life. Then in our efforts had discovered off the ring, mages began to channel death magic into it to gauge the reaction. The power flux that was sent through the clipping reacted unexpectedly, and flames exploded outward. Within seconds, the entire lab was burning, and it never stopped spreading. I was the only one to survive, and I have been running for my life since. I see. Now, with that out of the way, why is the Chillwind not speaking up on this? You are their native after all. We have good reason to believe that there is a mole within the Chillwind government which can stir conflict between the nations. For this reason, we respectfully ask that you allow for license to be housed in our area for the time being. Breathe. Remember to breathe. There's a lot of information to take in, and much will be needed to investigate it by our forces during this time, though yes, I will allow for its passage here. If this meeting is concluded, I ask that you head back to Rakiri Turin. I'll certainly be sending some questions your way. Of course, Your Majesty, we deeply thank you for this generosity. All things considering, that went pretty well, and BSM remembered to breathe. Yes, I'm extremely grateful for you too. Finally, I'm getting this information I've held out for the world to see. I just hope it is not too late. Don't worry too much about the details. You did the best that you could, and you survived to see this day. That's what matters. I've not seen Alnera since I was a child. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy the time here while I can. Oh, well, sure you will too. Off with his head! License dead, you got knocked out, I teleported us to safety. Are you okay? Just give him some time to breathe. I need some time to breathe. Went through a lot, we've learned a lot. Well, those gods kill him. If what Izzy has told me about the mole and Ishna Gamon is true, then I suspect the same is true for Ishna. Chill and Ishna are both of them. Same difference. Kelda has his basic code quite well, and he's infiltrated both governments. What do we do now? If we're going to prevent these countries from killing each other, we will need to find the moles ourselves. But that's for another time. You two deserve a break for now. We have licensed a disemboweled head. I don't think I particularly wanted that. There's a lot of extra projectile damage, though, for some reason. Huh. And a prestige, and we have the Congress Underground. Well... wow. Well, that ended up being much less combat or anything 1.15 related, really, and just ended up being a huge exposition dump for most of the stream, but never mind. I think this is probably as good a place as any to finish for now. I don't think we're going to get too much else accomplished in 15 minutes, and I need to rest my voice after speaking pretty much non-stop for the last quarter of an hour. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed me speaking very quickly about lore. Stay safe, and until the next time, we shall be gaming soon.